Oh, hey guys. Anyways, doing more stupid videos. So, I've been trying to refine my bathroom, my makeshift bathroom thing. And I've done videos a little bit on this in the past. So, because I have time, you know, like my life, like probably many, if not most people, is chaos. Because you see that chaos is more and more prevalent, you know. And so it affects my life, you know. Like when the cost of living becomes more impossible to, you know, keep up with and stuff, which is why I live in a trailer and all this shit, right? But anyways, and so living in a trailer, like my bathroom, I showed my bathroom. That's my little bathroom right here. And with the little outhouse moon on it and stuff. And I don't have a lot of time because I actually got a little work today. But I wanted to see, this is the first time I've actually done this. So it's somewhat challenging using a makeshift bathroom like the kind of like the old days, you know, piss in a chamber pot kind of shit. And so I've been attempting to refine it over time. But like I'll get so busy, like I'll have a job where I work fucking 17 hours a day, 7 days a week for 5 weeks straight or something. And so like my life is like chaotic in that sense. And so, but anyways, so I've been kind of experimenting with this over a long period of time. But anyways, this today I tried this for the first time. Okay, the funnel, because I bought the funnel. You can see I wrote bathroom on it. I bought this for the bathroom, but I'm so busy and my life is so chaotic. I don't have time to fucking refine this shit. But since I got this other job, this other job is a lot less demanding as far as in the way of like stress and shit like this and that. And so I've had kind of some time to like actually think, you know, and which is why I did this trailer. I've been doing videos on this trailer. You know, I really fucking spent a lot of time really refining the trailer so that it functions the most effectively as I could get this trailer to function. And because I've had more time, I've been able to kind of refine some of this stuff. And so anyways, so I've been using lately, I've been using a glass bottle like this for like brushing my teeth, mostly just brushing my teeth. And I was fucking, I had all that, you know, all that toothpaste shit, and I was trying to spit it in the bottle, and then it just, a lot of it ends up getting in my fucking mustache and all this shit. And so I was like, dude, I need to grab that fucking funnel. So I got the funnel, and it works really good. Okay. So this is kind of like, you know, I guess for nomading and stuff, like if you're in a van or whatever and you trying to brush your teeth, you don't have access to a bathroom or whatever. Like this works great. So I hold on to these little glass you know, bottles, because they work good for this kind of stuff. But the funnel like totally like makes it better, right? So anyways, so I spit all that shit into there. Of course, I'm going to need to clean the funnel out, but I have these wipes, so I stock up on these. I get them in bulk at like Costco or something, you know, a whole box of like 10, and there's like 100 wipes. So, you know, we'll just use the wipe here real quick to wipe out this this funnel. And you know, it's kind of whatever. It is what it is. This is how it goes, you know. You know, doing this nomad shit, it can get like this. But whatever. I don't fucking care. You know. So this is like if I don't have a sink, you know, and shit, right? you'd be surprised how much more difficult things are, even just something as simple as brushing your teeth and shit. But anyway, so yeah, so I cleaned out the funnel, and then I just put the lid on this, and you know, this has hardly got anything in it, and this lid keeps it totally sealed and everything. So this shit will go back into the bathroom, right? Put this shit back in the bathroom. We'll go ahead and do that now. So let's see. Here, I'm gonna put the camera there. Will it stay? No. Alright. How can I do this? Alright, anyways, for now I'm just gonna put that there. Well, let's see if this will fit. Yeah, that'll fit in the in there. That'll fit in there, and that should, yeah, it all fits. Great. So that's that. So that's kind of like, I'm still kind of refining some of these, some of this, you know, method. You know. But anyways, yeah. So there it is. Anyways, I want to do like a tour of the bathroom. Again, I don't have a lot of time, because I got to go pretty soon. But I wanted to show you the my piss bottle. Oh wow, there's a little lizard. Okay. So this is my piss bottle. It's the awesome, what does that say? Windshield washer fluid. And so these containers, like this one, the awesome windshield washer fluid, these type of containers, they have strong, thick plastic, and so you're not going to really have many problems with these. I like the oil, the 5 quarts of oil containers, because those have real thick plastic, right? But anyways, right now I just have this. This has been working fine though. And so this goes, the way I do it is, this goes in here, in my bucket. Fits in there, and it goes in there. So when I need to take a piss, pull this out, piss in it, put the lid back on tight and put it in there, okay? And then when it's full, I'll show you what I do. I take the full jug. I'm gonna walk you through the process here. Ow! So I take this full jug, and then what I do is I go to the nearest like bush, which would be this one here. Okay. And I just dump it on it. And that's it. So then I'm repurposing my fucking piss, and that bush will actually get something out of it, you know. I don't know how much, but I know that piss, you know, the plants will get some kind of nourishment out of it. So I just repurpose my piss, give it to the plant, let the plant grow, let it grow, right? And oh yeah, so then after I'm done with that, once I'm finished with that, this is what I do. I'll open the fucking container back up, and I'll get my bleach. Okay. And then I'll just pour a little bit of bleach in there, about that much. Because I mean, you can get these jugs of bleach for like fucking $1 at the Dollar Tree, you know, $1.25. So I'll put the bleach in there, and then like I said, the plastic on these is very durable, so it's like whatever, just put the bleach in there, shake it up, and then just leave the bleach in there, leave it like that. You know, sometimes I'll do a thorough rinse before I do that, but not every time. And so then the bleach is in there good enough, and it doesn't smell at all. You know, because I mean, once you put the lid on it and shit, you can't smell nothing. So then it just goes back in the bucket. That goes there. And you see down here, like I got a hole in this crate, and all my bags and, you know, cleaning supplies and shit are all in there. And then that's my shitter up there. And I got the hand sanitizer. Oh yeah, that's another thing. Hand sanitizer. See, I got the bulk hand sanitizer. So whenever I'm done doing all this shit, then I, you know, this bottle, I can just refill it with the bulk. So whenever I'm done messing with any and all that kind of crap, I just, you know, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Wash your hands, right? And that's it, all done. Anyways. Yeah, see, like I do, one of the reasons that I do what I'm doing, where I'm like living in this trailer and whatever, is because the cost of living is so expensive, dude. Like, you see it everywhere. You see everybody. It's a massive problem, dude. Everybody's got this problem. The cost of living is like fucking just totally insane, which is all by design, of course. Like, you know, that keeps us all enslaved, which is the whole point, you know, because this is America, the land of the free, you know, and everything. So, of course, that's the whole point of the land of the free, is to keep us all enslaved. And so, like living in a trailer and, you know, having my own little makeshift out, like chamber pot outhouse thing and shit. This is all because the cost of living is totally insane. It's retarded. You know? And so, anyways, yeah, that's some little bathroom stuff. Like I said, I'm still trying to refine some of these methods. But like I said, that bottle, that glass bottle with the funnel, it really works good with, you know, especially the funnel. Yeah. Like for brushing my teeth and shit. And so like what I did with the piss bottle, you know, where after once it fills up, I dump it. And then I, you know, put the bleach in it. And a lot of times I'll rinse it out, but not every fucking time. But whether I rinse it out or not, I always throw the bleach in there. Almost always. I mean, I do it so often that even the times that I don't, the few times that I don't put bleach in it, it's fine. You can't smell any urine or nothing in that thing. It just holds it, you know. You know, and then when I'm done, I just dump it out, and it's the same with that glass Kavita bottle that I spit my mouthwash in. You know, once it gets kind of full, then I'll just go dump it out and fucking rinse it a little bit, maybe throw some bleach in it, and put it back, you know. So anyways, just some kind of hacks, because a lot of times, you know, for me anyways, I don't have access to bathrooms a lot. And then also I've gotten so used to using this system that I don't really need access to bathrooms. And remember, I've got no plumbing or nothing. So yeah, which is why, like, I took out the bathroom here. This was the bathroom right here behind me. Because, you know, I don't need it. It takes up too much space, you know. So whatever. Like if I have the option of having a bathroom with running water and all this stuff, of course but, you know, like I said, like the cost of living is totally insane. Like, and so they basically want to work you to death. You know? It's a death sentence. It's a gradual, slow burn death sentence. Death by poverty. Is just keep you ground down where you can barely afford anything, including running water. Everything is overpriced. Running water, electricity, all this shit is totally over fucking priced. This is why more and more people are starting to live similar to the way I am, whether they're living in a van, in a trailer, you know, getting kind of further off grid, away from the grids. The grids is where it's the most expensive. I'm not an off-gridder. I like to think of myself as kind of like on the cusp, where I'm hoping the hope is to get the best of both worlds, to be far enough off grid to where I have the advantages of off grid, where at the same time close enough to the grid where I can access, you know, the benefits of being near the grid. So I'm kind of like in between. You know, best of both worlds kind of thing is my kind of view on it, you know. I don't want to live on the grid. Sure, it has its advantages and everything, but I much more prefer being semi off grid. And if I had the resources and shit, I would live off grid. But you know, as other people are starting to realize as well, that's just not realistic. It's not. It's a fantasy to think that, you know, we're just gonna go live off the land out in the middle of nowhere, away from everybody. That's not reality. So, but if I can get the best of both worlds, you know, that's kind of the goal. But anyways, yeah, no, I would like to do a tour of the bathroom. You know, it's been like a learning experience, kind of figuring out how to do this, to where, you know, I don't like I said, like that piss jug. You don't smell none of this shit. You don't. None of it smells. I have fucking wipes and everything to make sure everything's clean. Hand sanitizer, Clorox wipes, hand baby wipes, and all this shit. And so it's totally doable. You know. And I got incense and all that shit too. You know. But yeah, it's been a cool, like, kind of like learning experience, like how to live without plumbing, you know. It's great. It's actually great. Because plumbing is expensive, dude. That's a lot of money, man. So anyways, no, like I said, a lot of more people are living similar situations as me because it's too expensive to you know, basic necessities are way too expensive. They want to charge like this ridiculous amount of money just to you know, get basic necessities like water, you know, and shit like this. So they're using all of this basic needs stuff to enslave us, you know, water, food, shelter, all these things. They're using these things to keep us enslaved. And who wants to be a slave, you know? I don't. But anyways, so I don't know. I just wanted to do a little stupid video about that. See you, boys.